And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob FATTU.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. And another one! I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob FATTU. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the blood
to the sky. Ow!
Ow! Foot meet back. A consistent attack being mounted on Jacob FATTU.
Jacob's Jey USO about to lock it in. A little tequila sunrise.
With a torque on the knee. Rolling through now. Couple of kicks will break it. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
The Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Roman's, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Strong display from main event Jey USO, but he'll be hitting the showers if he shows off too long. Counters!
And now officially in the fray. It pays to be coming in and have more friends than foes in the cage.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
Oh my goodness. Jey showing his instincts.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neckbreaker. Beautiful.
And seconds left before the odds are even.
Top rope. Uso splash.
Jey can seal it here.
Able to slip out of that one.
Ouch. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered a true bloodline.
OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys. But now here's Jey USO.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. Hold on here. What good reason does he have to be climbing up the cage now?
This is really getting out of hand here.
Measuring the distance from the top of the cage, about to risk it all. From the middle rope.
Not from there.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, we know what's next. DDT. Jacob about to end this fight.
Once more, setting it up. DDT.
This could put a stop to Zayn. Looking like John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
He avoids the contact.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of FATTU. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than war games.
The roar of this crowd has been building, and they are at a fever pitch right now.
You can feel the anticipation growing with every second that ticks past in this match.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
And into the corner he goes. And we see Zayn.
Little thunderbomb!
Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage.
Zayn has this wrapped up.
What a match this has been. What a fight.
We're all glad to be witnessing such an extraordinary match tonight.
On the spot. No, what is he doing up there? Looking evasive.
Oh, no! The timing, the aim, it was all off and the price couldn't have been higher.
You have to wonder if hesitation creeped in and made things go awry.
Climbing the cage, but that makes absolutely no sense in this match.
That'll be a bit tough for Jey to stand up against this team. Some close outlies, but some enemies he's yet to forget.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earn him the main event moniker. But if he's the...
And it's Jey.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Oh, man.
USO. USO with the USO splash. Jey nailed all of it. Kick to the back.
Seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy USO.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Jimmy had plenty top rope. Meanwhile, it's Jimmy.
This can't be good.
Suddenly with a big boot. That could put Tama down for good.
Ooh, great anticipation.
And he baits the attack.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the T, and it seems like his head might be the target here.
The count has started, and one team is about to have the odds in their favor.
With all these attacks on his torso, on his ribs, it's got to be hard for him to breathe right now.
Just gasping for air. He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a moment now. We've seen that look before. Jey in position.
Moving ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation. Nasty boot by Zay. Has Sammy ended it for him. Super kick. Super kick. He got out of dodge just in time.
And now Jimmy USO. Shoulder right to the midsection. And that definitely made solid impact.
And Tom evades that. That's a throw that'll floor you.
Storming impact.
Oh, man, he's got him in the crosshairs.
Jumping DDT. He has to be nearly at his USO. And looking at Jey USO. The timer is running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage.
First up top. A diving knee drop. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers and the pace at the top rope.
This is a man possessed.
Top rope.
Maneuvers out of the way.
It's time. War Games is officially underway.
The battle lines have been drawn. Both sides have seemingly given their all, but with War Games now officially underway, they have to give even more. Sledgehammer to the gut. Good job.
Crucial moment for
What? What do you say? This is amazing.
What a match.
Well-timed counter on top of target.
Oh, man. Kick to the back.
And Jey Uso having a little fun with another.
Both wrists captured. Man, knee strike.
Genuine cause for alarm.
Two. And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true Bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions just a matter of minutes. Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school Bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle flying.
Boom, what impact!
Oh, that'll send a shock down your spine.
Got to be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Only seconds away from giving their team the numbers advantage. This War Games just got ZYAN joining the original Bloodline side. Oh, what a kick! He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more. He connects with a counter. Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga.
Uso splash!
Will Jey take advantage?
Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked.
From the top.
He's looking fairly drained.
Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer. This will turn your lights out in a hurry. Samoan driver.
Oh, stop side to the noggin. Dodges away.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob FATTU. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Taking flight.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Good God, what force. The hammer dropped. Literally. Something might be broken.
Oh, man. Adding more injury to injury with that hammer.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline.
Stops that offense from connecting. He tosses him over and into...
Jacob FATTU's got a problem here.
Counting down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided. And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring. The affair!
Will Jey end this?
Entering even more dangerous territory. Scaling the War Games cage wall.
Look at the amount of members on each team now.
There's no good reason to be standing on the cage like this.
Misjudged the jump and paid dearly for it.
This is why you don't go leaping off steel cages in the first place.
And I'm concerned about all the damage that has been done here.
Yeah, there's only so much your body can take before it gives out completely.
Knee strike connects. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no
Sending with a big boot. Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
nasty boot by ZYAN. Is ZYAN closing this out?
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters.
Watch out! Crashing down with the senton. Jey ready to end things.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
Jacob's planning something here.
Connecting on the DDT.
And it can be all over for Jey.
He's quick to get out of the way there.
The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough, apparently.
Coming in with the heavy hardware to even the odds. The suspense this crowd is feeling is palpable.
They are waiting with bated breath for what's to come next.
Right the jaw.
What a shot. Another attack to the head and looking a little dazed.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman.
Will Jimmy seal this up?
Both wrists captured and boom! Good night. What a knee.
Look at Jey. His lights are off.
He begins to climb the wall of the War Games cage.
Top rope.
And now here's Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy might have just finished things.
Just mounted with punches and not.
And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
And Tonga Loa got turned around there.
Enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match.
Boom!
That takes them down.
Sami Zayn with the ring.
Jacob FATTU's got a problem here.
Oh, shot right to the kidney.
Big right hand from main event. And Jey Uso having a little fun with another.
Punch. Nasty. Even more now looking at Jey.
Jey nailed all of it.
Ooh, disrespectfully earning that side top rope. That could put Tama down for good.
And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up.
Basically hammering their opponent into the floor, trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible. Ooh. to the body. This is not for the faint of heart.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence. And they just toss them aside. And we see Reigns.
And that can vanquish Tom. Able to slip away. Forcefully delivered. Jumping DDT.
Absolutely planted.
And his core remains the focus here.
Every blow is
Something with a big boot.
Is Zayn closing this out? Devastating knee to the neck.
And so much damage has been done to the head here.
This is looking at the top. He is doing whatever possible to torture the knee.
Taking head over heels.
And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter. And he's just been tossed aside into a new terrain. These attacks are chipping away.
Jimmy took plenty of pride in dishing out that pain.
Shot to the throat. And just unloading that stop sign. Ooh. Ooh. And looking at Jacob FATTU.
Super kick, a double super kick. Those wrists captured.
And the line for Zayn.
He breaks the ref's count before 2.
The muscle memory's got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before 3.
Jimmy with a game ender.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Oh, ouch.
A sledgehammer to the midsection will knock the wind out of you.
Timed his defense perfectly.
The mind continues to be the focus of the offense.
Yeah, it's a great way to slow down and debilitate your opponent.
But his torso continues to be the target here.
It's going to be hard to mount any sort of attack for him now.
Reigns gets out of harm's way. And slamming their opponent's face to the canvas.
Now attempts to cover.
Can he keep him down?
Shoulder up even before a 1 count.
Textbook jumping clothesline.
Jumping clothesline. What agility.
Uso. Man, he landed rough there. Meet the backside of an elbow.
He's certainly feeling that attack. That attack certainly put Jimmy's toughness to the test.
Yeah, Tonga came prepared for this matchup. And then quickly the cover.
Kicks out after 1.
Surprised to not even get a 2 count at this point.
Testing the limits of that leg here. Kick to the stomach.
Look at all these boots to the face.
There's a big one.
Now Jimmy.
That's going to keep Sakura down.
They should have got by Tonga. And look out. Here it comes. Tonga twist. Making it nearly in hand for Tonga.
2. And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true Bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa, Tonga.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob FATTU.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight.
Dragged around into a neck breaker.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael. From the top, diving headbutt.
An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass.
A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob FATTU, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
Now that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Oof. Going to war here and now. Let the War Games commence.
Oh, what a quick answer. Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant.
Lethal combination.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games. Samoan drop. Spin! Will Jey take advantage?
Showing no signs of defense here, guys.
With a series of forearms.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob FATTU. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take them. He's balancing on top of the cage with something dangerous in mind. This is out of control.
Taking the most extreme risk possible. But will it ultimately pay off?
It could have all been for nothing if you can't capitalize on the big maneuver.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here. Hoisted up right here. And Tonga Loa gets knocked off his game there.
And more action like that might allow Jey to get the job done. Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new Bloodline in War Games.
That'll be a bit tough.
Jacob FATTU's got a problem here.
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now.
Oh, what a power slam.
He's carrying some serious equipment into the cage with him, ready to fully exploit the numbers game.
Look at this, just unloading and walking through the structure door. This is where nightmares become reality.
Look out!
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true
Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of...
Kick by Zayn! Jacob FATTU's got a problem here.
New entrant about to come in, and not a moment too soon.
Sending him all the way over to the next ring.
Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his Bloodline.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both Bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. Boom! It's okay, they weren't that pretty anyway.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy USO.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every... member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Wow, what a claw.
So precise with the super kick.
But now here's Jey USO.
Jey can seal it here.
Listen to this place.
Down with the Samoan drop. From the top. Solo misses big time. Forearm club. On the top.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo. A quick reversal by Jey. What a match.
What a match. And the tribal chief is now entering blood. Palooza kick in the corner.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga? If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
And it's clear that he is in excruciating pain here.
His body truly can't take much.
And Jimmy USO.
Can Jacob FATTU come back from that?
torture their opponent.
Uh-oh, this isn't gonna be good!
The next entrant incoming to even up the odds. My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
And now the new tribal chief. Lift off!
That kick caught him in the eye. Taking things to the top rope.
Uso. Jimmy Uso splash! That could put Tama down for good. Slam the door shut and brace for impact. War games are now officially underway.
This is the moment it's all been building to. The ultimate test for these teams begins now.
Big punch finds its mark. Tonga Loa has taken a lot of damage.
Here we go. Looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! Well, did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Super kick.
Nasty. He's trying again. DDT. Does that finish Sami off?
Jey with an opening to go high. Reigns resisted at the head of the table, being challenged there.
Sikoa clearly taking out his preternaturally bad mood on the competition. Tonga executing a vicious Tonga twist. Tama could end it there.
He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night. You guys, I'm getting worried here as the attacks to the head.
Top rope.
And it's Jey USO.
Will Jey take advantage?
He's going up, looking to put this one away here. And a strong kick out at one.
Kicking out now sends a very sky high. Great display of strength with the suplex.
Superstars set.
Shoulders down. Jacob going to end it here.
Got there. This was almost over. It could have gone by Tama. Tama gone. And look out. Here it comes. Wait a second. He's going up the wall. The extreme top rope.
And now here's Jey USO.
And that can vanquish Tama.
He might have him.
Oh, man, he is fired up now.
Big boot.
Jimmy with the game ender.
Kick to the gut. And a big right hand.
Cover on Tama Tonga. This could do it. And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new Bloodline has
Here
fallen.
are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it's not going to be easy.
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents two teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they want the smoke.
Look, this is the best Street Profits we've ever seen, but the Islanders are exceptionally dangerous. And don't forget their secret weapon in the form of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars? Shoulders down. Kick out before it, too.
Trying to catch him off guard with that attempt.
Haku timed that just right.
Oh, what a drop kick. On the mark. Oh. Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack. In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Blockbuster! A 2 out of 3 fall. Into the pin attempt. Gets the shoulder up. Wow. What's it going to take?
Could be in search of a second win now.
Looks like he knew what was coming up.
Haku looking to capitalize after the reversal. Ooh. Oh, axe handle. He's thinking big.
From the heavens, good Lord, taking flight. You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
Boom! Good defense from him. So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple crown. Will this be enough? Gets a hand under the rope.
That's quick thinking at its finest. Got him in the corner now.
Tag made. What's in store here?
Drop toe hold. Boom! Beautiful teamwork. Putting up a united front as this match continues.
Bang! Drop kick.
Tag made.
Springboard, but nobody home. Something that Montez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of there may be no escape from this. Haku
with a tongue-in death grip. Breaks the submission and keeps their team in the matchup.
Big boot to the gut and a thunderous forearm to follow. In off the tag. Bam!
Ford got met with some stiff resistance there. And he's being somewhat backed into a corner right now.
Caught the majority of that on the face, and now Montez is cut open.
Placed against the turnbuckles. Clothesline in the corner.
Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku,
From the top.
diving headbutt.
Oh, unloading a big kick to the back.
Ooh, sharp elbow.
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits.
Straight across the top rope.
Dropping the bow.
It's obvious Montez Ford is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
Yeah, he could really use a miracle right about now.
So much torque on the knee and ankle.
Kick.
Nasty kick.
High cross body.
Ooh, one step ahead there.
He isn't taking this lying down anymore.
Ford weathered the storm and is looking to rain down some damage of his own.
Double hip toss. These two do it so well together.
Oh, my! Oh! Dawkins' attack gets reversed. Climbing up the turnbuckle here.
Kneecap goes right into the face to halt the attack.
No other way to say it. Montez Ford wants the smoke. Fought off with an elbow.
With authority! Sky high from Dawkins! Shoulders up before two.
He's still got more left in the...
Double underhook.
Into the neck breaker.
The Street Profits are rolling now.
Cover.
The Islanders are in big trouble.
How the hell do you kick out of that?
I have no words. Not even a 2 count?
Just dished out his most devastating offense, and you gotta be wondering if he's thinking one more time will be the charm.
My God, the Islanders continuing the assault. The Street Profits just don't know the word quit.
This is not just about winning. This is about taking over.
Punch right to the face. Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
Oh, look out.
Diving brain chop. Ooh.
I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. Heenan and the Islanders did an amazing job as dog sitters, and they got punished for it. Then again, the corrupt president who handed out that suspension also vacated the WWE Championship for no good reason.
Yeah, Corey, there's just too many things to correct you on there.
Nice cross body. The Profits battling with every ounce of their souls.
And they...
To the sky! Diving splash from the top. Incredible impact.
The Profits are down, and the Islanders are about to reap... From the top!
Diving headbutt. Took a gamble once, took a gamble again, and hit the jackpot twice. Ooh! This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton, but I know for a fact that the Profits have the strong stuff in hand tonight. In fact, I've heard the Islanders plan on taking a victory swig after this match.
They can definitely handle it, Corey. Tama and Haku have very strong heads.
Down to Odin, and a double axe handle smash. From the heavens, big time splash.
We thought it was going to be the Street Profits going to the air this often. There may be no escape from this. Haku
With a tongue and death grip. Perfectly executed. And he saves his teammate, breaking his partner out of the submission.
Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
There's just something about the Anawahi family that Tez and Dawkins can't quite overcome.
Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and of course the Usos. Every person with Bloodline affiliation has been a real problem for the Profits. Let's see if their fortunes change against the Islanders. And he gets directed into the corner.
Great counter by Tama.
These two are finding an answer for everything.
Oh, vicious knee to the face.
And would you look at that? He's been busted wide open. This is not good. It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind. From the ropes.
Ooh, poorly timed, high-risk attempt. Oh, just inflicting so much damage to the body.
Tama way up high.
Going for it again.
And the Islanders just sent the Profits up in smoke.
Cover. 2 count. And he picks up the fall here.
That's a good tap.
Corey, what are they going to do here?
We're about to find out.
And my word, this has been a match for the ages.
This has been a monumental affair.
Climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
He's going back to the well. The splash connects. Does Tama finish the job here?
The pillars of this building must be crumbling from the energy these fans are putting out right now.
These superstars are giving it their all, and this audience is giving it right back.
Being set up in the corner for something. In off the tag here.
He counters with a great reversal.
Tag made, the Islanders. What do they have planned here? Oh,
Double team Savate kick.
will Ford recover?
Haku
With the tongue and death grip.
keep the team in this one.
Oh, clothesline.